morning. Monday morning in the studio. That was fun. The handle just popped off while I was attaching it. There we go. Sometimes when the handle is too wet, it just doesn't want to go on that easily. But yes, among all the things that you have seen on my YouTube channel, which is spinning, knitting, quilting, and there's a lot of clay work because that is my primary business. And every now and then I go live. It's been a while since I went live on YouTube, but here I am making mugs with my buttons and my knit stitches. I have a lot of mugs that need handles. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Or you can just listen in to the sounds of the tools, the clay, everything moving around. Just the workings of the studio. And occasionally my dog barking. So I'm scoring the handle. Already scored the mug. Maybe I'll walk you through the steps. How about that? Then I shape the handle the way I like it. Cut off the excess and attach. That's it. Clean that handle up, and there it is, all attached. So let's start from the beginning. That's the mug without the handle and my buttons. That's already done. I kind of know the location where the handle needs to go. So first what I do is I wet those locations, there and there, top and bottom, and I go ahead and score them. I keep that position very close to my seam line. So the handle goes here and this becomes the drinking part of it. So, that seam doesn't lie where you're actually going to. So seam doesn't lie actually where you're going to drink from. So next I take my handle. My handles were already extruded and pulled and they are all shaped. But they're still, you can see, quite flexible and on the wet side. I use a cookie cutter to cut the top of the handles because now this is cut as a curve and the top of the mug is a curve, so it's going to attach a lot more neatly. I use my scoring tool to score the handle at the top and attach it to the top there, and there we have it. I shape it and then I cut off the excess. I don't need to score the bottom of it. It stays pretty well as it is because the handle is still pretty wet. Any questions, feel free to ask. And that's it. It's all done. One more mug done. Another 10 more or so to go. I don't like to count every time because then it makes me feel I'm not going fast enough. And for those of you who are interested in these mugs, I make mugs of different patterns and designs, all influenced by fabric in some way or the other. Fabric or fiber or quilting and knitting and spinning and weaving. So they're all available on my website. That's creativewithclay.com. So you can have a look there or check my YouTube profile. And that has a link to my website. And over there you can see there are mugs that are ready to ship and there are some that are made to order. It all depends on my inventory at that point. But currently I do have some mugs which are ready to ship. And I do different ones like argyle pattern, lace patterns. Yeah, a big variety of mugs. There are embroidery mugs. And I do different size mugs too. I have some jumbo mugs, which are big 20-ounce mugs. This is my most popular size mug. It's 16 ounces approximately. Yes, and I do use my apron to wipe off my brush. It's much easier to do that than using another sponge or a towel or something to keep wiping it. Just wipe it on the apron. And I do land up with a big crust of clay eventually, and then I wash my apron. Yeah, clay just starts chipping off of my apron after some time. And I'm like, oh, it's time to wash it. Go. More mug on this board, and then I need to get the next board of mugs. And these mugs will probably take another 3-4 days to dry up completely till they are ready to be fired. So that'll be later. And then making the glazes. I'm low on some glazes, so I need to make glazes as well and glaze these mugs. What I'm really low on is my purple glaze. And everyone likes purple. So some of these are for an order. So you can always place pre-orders on my website too. So you can get the color of your choice. So there are several who have ordered purple mugs. So I'm kind of working towards that. This last board of mugs, I have some smaller mugs too, in addition to my big mugs. I'll go through them now. Oh, this is a perfect dry stage. I wish you could feel it to know what I mean, but that's what it is. All right. Thank you all for joining me. And I will go live on Facebook with the rest of these mugs. And I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed the live, learned something, feel free to subscribe and get notifications for whenever I go live. Take care. Bye.